Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, June 5th. Over the next few days, we'll continue to see a wet pattern across the Great Basin, especially over the northern half of the region. Daily showers and thunderstorms will continue, and they will gradually spread a little bit further north each day. Otherwise, dry and breezy conditions will remain over southern areas of the Great Basin for the next couple of days. However, very few areas are really an issue. There may be some that are bordering critical, but right now, low fire potential is still expected across the Great Basin. Although we will continue to see new starts with the lightning, these are expected to be initial attack fires, and they may grow with some wind, but then quickly extinguish or not be a problem. The only issue might be in some of the carryover grasses up in southern Idaho, parts of northern Nevada. Those areas could see some larger fires, but again, it will generally be on a case-by-case basis and not expected to be long-term. Over the last 24 hours, again, we continue with showers and thunderstorms across the Great Basin. The heaviest areas of precipitation have been over parts of southern Idaho into northeast Nevada, also some precipitation back into the Sierra and western Nevada as well, with more isolated activity in southern areas. Very low fire activity is continuing across the Great Basin, so again, no significant fires at the current time. Over the last 1 to 2 weeks, we've continued with this above normal precipitation over the northern half of the Great Basin. We have had some precipitation at times push further south into southern Utah, but again, still some of the dry spots are southern Nevada and parts of central and eastern Utah. Currently, ERCs are slowly rising, especially in the south where the drier and warmer conditions have continued, but are still near or even just below normal for the time of year. Anywhere else, aside from the very southern part of the Great Basin, ERCs are well below normal and certainly are varying as the moisture moves through, so we will continue to see these low ERCs over northern areas. The satellite loop from this morning shows an area of low pressure off the west coast. So this will continue to be our weather maker for showers and thunderstorms over the next few days. And later today, again, we are expecting those showers and thunderstorms to increase in some of the same areas we saw yesterday, with generally low fire potential or low to moderate over parts of the far south. Relative humidity will remain in the single digits in far southern areas that are dry, along with those breezy south winds, but most wind gusts will be in the 20s, maybe up around 30 miles per hour in some spots. Further north, relative humidity will remain higher. We could see some breezy winds in central Idaho, but certainly no concerns up there. We will see gusty outflow winds near thunderstorms, which will again be more of the story with the winds across the Great Basin. As we move into Tuesday, this low doesn't move much. It just drifts a little bit further east along the coast. So again, continued showers and thunderstorms. Relative humidity, we will see some drier air push a little bit further north as this moisture and storms push north as well. So again, still dry in the south, more moderate humidities in the north. The breezy winds on Tuesday will expand to cover much of the southern half of Nevada into Arizona and the southern half of Utah. Again, most of the gusts will be in the 20s with southerly winds, but could see some gusts up around 30 miles per hour. And on Wednesday, this low pushes further east into the Valley of California, so this will push some moisture into parts of southwest Nevada and also push a lot of these thunderstorms further north into the Great Basin. Again, continued low fire potential. So some of those drier conditions will push a little bit further north into Nevada and Utah, and the winds will somewhat relax, but still gusts in the teens and up towards 20 to 25 miles per hour. Forecast amounts of precipitation: the heaviest precipitation is expected across Idaho, Wyoming, and northern Nevada, and also into the Sierra, which is where these thunderstorms will concentrate. As we move into Thursday, the low tracks further east across the Great Basin, again continuing with that wet pattern into Friday. And then even by Saturday and Sunday, we'll see some of that moisture finally make its way further south into parts of southern Nevada. So you will see an increase in showers and thunderstorms by the weekend down south. So that will overall decrease fire potential. And again, just continue with the wet pattern really across all areas of the Great Basin. 7-day total precipitation, just an increase of what we saw on the 3-day. Obviously, the heaviest precipitation in the western and northern half of the Great Basin. Again, we will see some showers pop up over the weekend down over southern Nevada, so some light shower activity is expected down there. Otherwise, the 8 to 14-day outlook, taking us from June 12th through the 18th, shows this pattern continuing through the middle of the month with cooler and wetter conditions across the Great Basin. So we will see fuels in various states of green up and various states of curing Mostly we have a mixed bag of fuels that are cured out in the far south in lower elevations, and most other areas are still greening up and still seeing second crops of cheatgrass with the continued moisture. So again, this pattern will continue through at least the middle of the month. That concludes our webcast for today. We are now doing these webcasts Monday through Friday, so check back tomorrow for the latest updates.